Guys, welcome to my YouTube video which was given to me as an assignment. So if we see the contents, the first one in the contents is what is central processing unit, and if we see the topics as follows: internal components of a CPU and their functions, how computers hardware part works together, different types of software storage devices, how data is represented in computer system, how encryption can be used to represent data, how images and sounds are represented in computer system, and how compression can aid the storage of data, images and sounds. The purpose of logic gates, the purpose of different types of computer networks, hardware, software and transmission media used in computer networks, World Wide Web technology, purpose of different types of computers network topology. And the first main heading is what is a central processing unit. Central processing unit is the main actually it's the brain of the computer, and central processing unit is the central component of the computer system. Sometimes it's also known as the microprocessor or processor. It is the brain that runs everything inside the computer. And the second one is the internal components of a CPU and the functions. Internal storage of the computers are arithmetic logic units, control units, registers, cache memories. And the arithmetic logic unit is a circuit board embedded within the computer CPU which performs mathematical and logical operations using gateway made of electric transmitters that can convey signal in zeros and ones. And control unit is a circuit within a computer processor that directs operations. It instructs the memories, logic units and both output and input devices of the computer on how to respond the program instructions. CPUs and GPU are example that are use control units. In computer architecture, the registers are very fast computer memories which are used to execute programs and operation efficiently. This does by giving access to commonly used values. Example, the values which are in the point of operations execution at the same time. So for this purpose, there are several different classes of CPU registers which work in coordination with the computer memory to run operation efficiently. Cache memory, a faster and smaller segment of the memory whose access time is as close as register are known as cache memory. In the hierarchy of the memory, computer cache memory has access time lesser than primary memory. And third main heading is how computer hardware components work together. Central processing units are mounted to the motherboard. They work with other hardware components connected to the motherboard to allow computers to run. These are hardware components which work together: RAM, ROM, CPU, hard drive, motherboard, input devices and output devices. RAM, which is also known as random access memory, is a hardware in computing device where the operating system, application programs and data in current use are kept so that they can be quickly reached by the device process. RAM is the main memory in the computer. It is much faster to read from and write to than other kind of storage such as hard disk drive, solid state drive or optical drive. ROM, which is also known as random read only memory, which stands for read only memory, is a memory device or storage media that stores information permanently. It is also the primary memory unit of the computer along with the RAM. It is called read only memory as we can only read the programs and data stored on it but cannot write on it. It is restricted to reading words that are permanently stored within the unit. And the next one is the motherboard. The motherboard is a computer central communication backbone connectivity point through which all components and external peripheral connect. Motherboards can be found in virtually all computers, especially desktop and laptop PCs. Input devices. Input devices is used to An input device is a computer device or hardware that allows the user to provide data. Input device date and the instruction devices. An input device is a computer device or hardware that allows the user to provide data, input and instruction to the computer system. Data is provided to the computer system in a raw format which is converted into a computer understandable language by the input device. The central processing unit then processes the data to produce output. In other words, an input device is a kind of peripheral device that helps the user's communication with the computer system. An output device. An output device is a computer hardware device that retrieves the results of the inserted input data from the computer system and further translate the data into human understandable language. Hard drive. A hard disk drive or is a non-volatile data storage device. It is usually installed internally in a computer attached directly to the disk controller of the computer's motherboard. It contains one or more platters housed within an air-sealed casing. Data is written to the platters using a magnetic head which moves rapidly over them as they spin. The fourth main topic is different types of storage devices. First of all, we'll see what is a storage device. A storage device is any type of computing hardware that is used for storing, porting, or extracting data, files, and objects. Storage device can hold and store information both temporarily and permanently, but they may be internal or external to the computer, server, or computing device. Now let's see the types of storage devices. SSD, USB, HDD, SD cards, CD and DVDs, Blu-ray disc and magnetic tapes. First of all, let's see about the solid state drive. A solid state drive is a newer type of the computer storage. SSD uses flash memory to read and write data digitally. Since they don't have any mechanical seek out of data, SSDs deliver nearly instant boot and load times. Compact disk. CDs are used to store data which can be executed in the future. Thus, you can load software programs in the compact disk that can be moved onto the computer. Even Windows files are also stored in the CD, which can be installed onto the computer. Furthermore, the stored files on the compact disk can be transferred to other computers through which can make a backup of all files. Universal Serial Bus (USB), short for Universal Serial Bus. USB is a plug and play interface that allows a computer to communicate with peripheral and other devices. USB connect devices cover a board range anything from keyboard and mouse, music and player, flash drive. Digital versatile disc (DVD). DVD stands for digital versatile disc. It is commonly known as digital video disc. It is a digital optical disc storage format used to store high capacity data, like high quality video and movies. It is also used to store the operating systems It was invented and developed by four companies named Philips, Sony, Toshiba, and Panasonic in 1995. DVDs provide higher storage capacity than and can be played in multiple types of players like DVD players. Blu-ray. Blu-ray is one of the two high-definition disc format introduced to consumer in 2006. Along with its rival HD DVD, Blu-ray expanded the depth, color, and the detail of the images you see. While HD DVD was discounted in 2008, Blu-ray and DVD are still in use. Magnetic tapes. Magnetic tape is one of the oldest technology of the electronic data storage. While tape has larger been displaced as the primary backup storage media, it remains well suited for achieving because of its high capacity, low capacity, and long durability. SD cards. An SD card, short for secure digital card, is a type of removable storage device used to store and transfer digital data. It is commonly used in electronic devices such as digital camera, smartphone, tablets, and portable gaming consoles. And the fifth main heading is how data is represented in computer system. Data can be represented in computer system by these ways: bits and bytes, binary system, characters and text, images, videos, and numeric data. Bits and bytes. A bit is considered the smaller unit of the data in computing that a computer can process and store. It is short for binary as it is always in one of the two physical states. The states are represented either by one binary value. In most computer systems, a byte is a unit of data that is 8 binary digits long. For a byte is the unit most computers use to represent the characters such as letters, numbers, or typographic symbols. Binary system. A binary system is one of the four types of number systems in computers application where binary numbers are represented by only two symbols or digits. For example, 0 and 1. The binary numbers here are expressed with the base 2 numerical system. For example, 2 is a binary number. Images. Images in computer system are represented as matrix and pixels values. Numeric data. Numeric data is a commonly used quantitative data. This data is a form of numbers. Any data in the form of number is a numerical data. The sixth main heading is how encryption can be used to represent data. There are some ways of encryption can be used to represent data by symmetric encryption, asymmetric encryption. Symmetric encryption. This is the simplest kind of encryption that involves only one secret key to cheaper and decipher information. Symmetric encryption is an old and best known technique. It uses secret keys that can be either be a number, a word, or string from random letter. It is blended with the plain text of a message that to change the content in a particular way. The sender and the recipient should know the secret key that is used to decrypt all the messages. Asymmetric encryption. Asymmetric encryption is also known as public key cryptography, which is a relatively new method compared to symmetric encryption. Asymmetric encryption uses two keys to encrypt a plain text. Secret keys are exchanged over the internet or large network. It ensures that the malicious person do not misuse the key. It is important to note that anyone with a secret key can be decrypt the message, and this is why asymmetric encryption uses two related keys to boosting security. A public key is made freely available to anyone who might want to send you a message. The second private key is kept a secret so that you can all know. The seventh main heading is how images and sounds are represented in computer system. How images are represented in computer systems are pixel based, vector based image formats, and the sounds are represented in the computer systems as waveform representation, sound effects and foley, audio formats. Pixel based pixel based graphics are based on a tiny grid of point of color or pixels, can be saved as a IPEG and used lots of program. Useful for manipulation in Photoshop, social media graphics, website graphics, and many other low res projects. Vector images. Vector graphics are computer images created using sequence of commands or mathematical statement that place lines and shapes in two-dimensional or three-dimensional shapes. Image formats. Image formats describe how data related to the image will be stored. Data can be stored in compressed, uncompressed, or vector format. Each format of the image has a different advantage and disadvantage. Image types such as TIFF are good for printing, while JPG and PNG are the best for the web. Sound effects. SFX enhance the audio experience of video and movies. If you want to improve your video projects. 8th main heading is how compression can aid the storage of sound images, storage of data, images and sounds. What is compression? What is data compression? Data compression is a process of encoding, restructuring or otherwise modifying data into other to reduce its size. Fundamentally, it involves re-encoding information using fewer bits than the original representation. Compression is often broken down into two major forms, lossy and lossless. Lossless compression removes bits by locating and removing statistical redundancies. Lossy compression lower size by deleting unnecessary information and reducing the complexity of existing information. Why compression can aid the storage of data, images and sounds. Compressed files requires significantly less storage capacity than uncompressed files, meaning a significant decrease in expense. For storage, a compressed file also requires less time to transfer while consuming less network bandwidth. This can also help with cost and also increase productivity. The 9th main heading is the purpose of logic gates. What are logic gates? Logic gates, in simple words, logic gates are electronic circuits with a number of inputs and one output. There are three basic logic gates, namely AND gate, OR gate and NOT gate. Other logical gates that are derived from these basic gates are the NAND gate, NOR gate and exclusive OR gate and exclusive NOR gate. The uses of logic gate. The digital world, logic gates are backbone of the decision making operation and task coordination. It is an electronic description of logical reasoning and Boolean algebra mathematical application. The organization of the logic into gates and the other logic blocks facilitates information interchange and design description. It is a common notation that may be understood by anyone who is familiar with the art. It make it possible to assemble the transfer group of data and bigger blocks of the logic consistent manner, and it enables the evaluation and testing of designs for accuracy. And you can see the types of the names of the logic gates and their symbol and the explanation of those. And the 10th main heading is the purpose of different types of computer networks. There are different types of computer networks we get: WAN, LAN, PAN, Bluetooth network, internet. In the next slide, each network's purposes. Wide area network, which is also known as WAN, is a technology that connect your office data center, cloud application and cloud storage together. It is called a wide area network because it spans beyond a single building or large campus, or to include multiple locations spread across the specific geographic area or even the world. Local area network, which is also known as LAN, is a computer network but intercomes computer within a limited area such as residence, school, laboratory, university, campus or office building. By contrast, a wide area network not only covers a large geographical distance but also generally involves least telecommunication circuits. Personal area networks, which is also known as PAN. What is a personal area network? A personal area network connects electronic devices within a user immediate area. The size of the PAN ranges from a few centimeters to a few meters. One of the most common real-world examples of the PAN is the connection between a Bluetooth earpiece or a smartphone. Bluetooth network. Bluetooth is a short-range wireless technology standard that is used for exchanging data between fixed and mobile devices or over short distance and building personal area network. Internet. Internet is a global network that connects billions of computers across the world with each other and to the World Wide Web, which is also known as www. It is used as standard internet protocol suite TCP/IP to connect billions of computer users worldwide. It is set up to the using cables such as optical fiber and other wireless and networking technologies. At present, internet is the fastest means of sending, exchange information and data between computers across the world. The 11th main heading is hardware, software and transmission media used in computer networks. Hardware media is used in computer networks such as routers and NIC, and software media used in a computer such as antivirus software and firewall softwares, and transmission media used in computer networks such as Wi-Fi and fiber optic cable. Routers. A router is a networking device that forwards data packets between a computer network. And network interface card, which is also known as NIC. A network interface controller is a computer hardware complement that connects a computer to the computer network. Early network interface controller were commonly implemented on expansion cards and plugged into the computer bus. Antivirus softwares. Antivirus software, also known as anti-malware, is a computer program used to prevent, detect and remove malware. Antivirus software was originally developed to detect and remove computer virus, hence the name. Firewall software. A firewall is a computer network security system that restricts internet traffic into, out of, or with a private network. The software or Dedicated hardware software unit functions by selectively blocking or allowing data packets. Wi-Fi is a family of wireless network protocol based on the IEEE 802.11 family of standards, which is commonly used for local area networking of devices and internet access, allowing nearby digital devices to exchange data by radio waves. Fiber optic cables. A fiber optic cable, also known as an optical fiber cable, is an assembly similar to the electric cable but containing one or more optical fibers that are used to carry light. The 12th main heading is World Wide Web. There are some World Wide Web technology: HTML, JavaScript, HTTP, HTTPS, web browsers. Hypertext Markup Language, which is known as HTML, it is a standard markup language for web page creation. JavaScript is a lightweight interpreted programming language with first-class function. While it is most well-known scripting language for web pages, many non-browser environments also use it, such as Node.js, Epic, CouchBD, and Adobe Acrobat. Hypertext Transfer Protocol. Hypertext Transfer Protocol is foundation of the World Wide Web, and it is used to load web pages using hypertext links. HTTP is an application layer protocol designed to transfer information between network devices and runs on top of the other layer of the network protocol stack. Hypertext Transfer Protocol Secure, which is also known as HTTPS, which is the primary protocol used to send data between a web browser and website. HTTPS is encrypted in order to increase security of data transfer. This is particularly important when user transmits sensitive data, such as by logging into a bank account, email service, or health insurance provider. Web browser. The web browser is an application software to explore www, which is known as World Wide Web. It provides the interface between the server and the client, and it requires the server for the web documents and services. The 13th main heading is the purpose of different types of computer networks. Network topology. A network topology is a physical and logical arrangement of nodes and connections in a network. Nodes usually include devices such as switches, routers, and software with switch on router features. Network topologies are often represented as a graph: bus topology, star topology, ring topology, mesh topology, tree topology, and hybrid topology. Bus topology. Bus topology is a type of network topology in which all devices are connected to the single cable of a bus. The cable serves as shared communication medium, allowing all devices to the network to receive same signal simultaneously. Star topology. Star topology is a network topology in each network components is physically connected to the central node, such as router, hub, or switch in star. In a star topology, the central hub acts like a server and connects nodes act like clients. The ring topology. Ring topology is a type of network configuration where devices are connected into a circular manner, forming a closed loop. Mesh topology is a type of topology in which every devices or computer is connected to every other devices. Each device not only sends its signal but also receives signals from other devices. The nodes in a mesh topology are connected using a dedicated link and the information is passed from nodes to nodes. Tree topology. In a computer networking, tree topology is a type of network topology that reassembles a tree. In tree topology, there is a central node, which is known as the trunk, and each node is connected to the central node to the signal path. Nodes can be thought as branches coming off of the trunk. And it's the end of my presentation, so thank you for watching my presentation.